Went back and tried to remember what are those things that fueled me, what are those things that I loved doing, and it all came back to the arts. And yeah, that's when I made the decision that, you know what, I only have one life. Like, I'm done living it according to standards of people who also don't know what they're doing with their lives. So,
because they still have that typical, I would say, perception that artists are, they not ordered, they just go willy-nilly and everything. Something that you make is an art, and I think I just decided to explore mine.
There's a beauty of art, that it's about your life, it's about your journey.
Cartoons all the time, but up until that point, I never thought it was possible for me to do this thing, you know.
So when I started, I was like, yeah, one day I want my work to be in a museum. One day I want my work to be in a magazine. And then once your work is in a publication, I mean, you can't stop, because it's like, oh, okay, now I want it to be in this publication, or I want to be in a certain studio, I want to own a studio, I want to work from a studio. I want to be behind, we're like, what, 20 or 30 years behind? So if we can make the young ones also catch up, and I don't know why we're catching up, but we have to catch up.
How do you make the young child respect those little doodles that they make?
How do we balance out the visual landscape, you know, the content landscape?
It's not about where you come from, because I feel like everyone has their own opinion on art. Everyone sees art differently. So you just basically expressing yourself as a creative, as an artist, as whatever it is. It's you allowing people to just be themselves.
Something that I think the art world needs, and it's an inspiration that allows us as African artists also to embrace who we are as African artists, and to embrace what we see around us and put that in our art, and not have to do art that conforms.
You can come up with fantasy work even if from the hood. You don't have to come up with struggle identity concepts because you're from the hood. Yeah, just do whatever the fuck you want.
I think this generation of artists, like I feel like that's gonna leave a legacy, you know. I feel like there's never been in South Africa, from my point of view, like a generation of like so many artists, like talented artists, you know.
I would just love to see more illustrators and animators getting into the field and doing well and living off of their art.
We need to be seen more. It's basically just really important for everyone to be able to have a place of reference, a catalog that shows that we existed.
Like, you can't control how people see you, but you can control what you do. So if you live a life that you know, I'm living 100% with everything that I'm doing, eventually it should resonate to being a life of legacy.